Yeah, this is a jazz joint.
Air it out. I had to clear it out, clear it out. I feel like Superman, I tear it down. Call as a quarterback and send him out. I feel that air it out, air it out. I had to clear it out, clear it out. I feel like Superman, I tear it down. Call as a quarterback and send him out. Take off. I'm on a rocket, a space dog. Bought a new car from Elon, wanna race. I've been asking how long is it gonna take. I've been cracking the code, had to break the safe. I've been writing my wrongs, had to change my ways. I was stuck in one place, so I had to shake. They try holding me down, but I found my way. Roddy Rich and so bicycle love me. Ride away, then my heart went on ice again. Find the balance, my patience been going thin. In the field every day till I reach the end. I've been up on your side like we out of bounds. Ain't no way that they think that it's stopping now. I've been waiting for my turn to come around. I've been waiting for my turn to come around. Air it out, air it out. I had to clear it out, clear it out. I feel like Superman, I tear it down. Call as a quarterback and send him out. I feel that air it out, air it out. I had to clear it out, clear it out. I feel like Superman, I tear it down. Call as a quarterback and send him out.
I was muted. Nobody told me. I was muted and nobody told me that I was muted. I did it. I had a beautiful introduction and everything. It was all lively and nobody told me I was muted.
Well, listen, I was going to let you rock for a second. I'm like, maybe he just don't know. You know what? Let me introduce myself to the fans out there.
Come on, man. You gotta look your boy out. Anyway, welcome to the Air It Out podcast brought to you by Inside the Hashes. My name is Avery. I don't know if you noticed, but we don't have a full panel today, but that's okay because we do got the coach in the building. And me and Coach, we just going to chop it up. We're going to do it, you know what I mean? A little PTI style, you know, maybe a Shannon and Ocho type style. I mean, all right, so here's the question, though, Coach. Who's Unc and who's Ocho?
Man, come on now. Who you think is Unc? Come on, man. Come on, man.
I guess
for Unc on this one.
I guess
you the DD, Mister. You got all the receivers. You got to be Ocho.
You know,
you're right. The Ocho.
Right. You're right. I mean, I can see it. You know what I'm saying? Child, please. All right, listen. We're gonna jump into today's show. We got some stuff to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into it. But before we do that, man, how are you, man? It's just us here. You know what I'm saying? So how you feeling, bro? Are you good?
It's been a long week. You know what I mean, I'm in there with them kids. We doing a lot of stuff, working hard. Honestly, I gotta shout out my kids. I got like 120 some freshmen I teach.
My God,
50 of them that got a 3.5 or above.
Come on, sir.
Sorry, I gotta shout them out. That's a nice job for me. I love to see that. Love to see it. So I mean, I'm doing pretty good. I'm working hard, but it's paying off. It's paying off. How you feeling, Avery? Let's talk about it. How you feeling?
First, I'm good, but let's talk about that, man. Like 3.5 and above, like that's hard body, my guy. Like shout out to you, man, making an impact and shaping young minds. We appreciate that. But no, man, I'm good, man. I really can't complain. Yeah, I mean everything's good.
I'm over here looking like
so I had to host something at the church. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be presentable. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be presentable.
Little fly, but presentable nonetheless.
No, you just gotta be presentable. That's all. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, you know, and this ain't the Bible Air It Out podcast, but the Bible does say that man looks on the outward appearance and God looks at the heart. Most of the time, we always talk about God knows my heart, but we forget the first part of that scripture. Man looks on the outward appearance. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be mindful of how we look when we present ourselves when we in public. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. See, I'm home. But you, sir, you over here on your Dion. Look good, feel good.
You feel me? You know, look good,
not
feel
funny, but
good. Repping the next gen, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You see it. Anyway, listen, we off that right now. We back to the Air It Out podcast because like I said, we got a lot to talk about. It's been a bunch that went down this week alone. I mean, we got a slew of things that we could have chose to talk about, but we only picked a couple. So we're gonna start, of course, with the Monday Night Football recap excuse me, Monday Night Football recap. Actually, in my opinion, I'm gonna leave it to you first, but in my opinion, a little bit more interesting than I expected it to be. Just a little bit, and I'll explain why when it's my turn. But what you talk to me, let me know, how did you feel about the Monday Night Football game? Of course, for those who don't know, we're talking about the Cowboys and the Raiders at the Raiders Stadium. Cowboys ended up taking the W 33-16. What were your thoughts about that game?
So first off, they all need to be fired over there at the Raiders. I'm sorry. Can't do it anymore. I just can't. Y'all picked him, what was it, 7th, 8th overall? And y'all are just wasting away at a prime talent. Y'all are wasting away what realistically can be called, and I'm going to say this because I truly believe the talent level of what he can do. He's a generational tight end. You are wasting two that could be some of the best in the league right now in their young careers. You're wasting it for no reason. And I just don't understand that. Yeah, Brock Bowers, 7 for 72, but Ashton Jeanty, 6 carries, 7 yards.
Don't you got him on your fantasy team?
Let's not talk about that right now. Let's not talk about that right now. Listen, and the crazy part is, for all that Geno Smith has done this year, why are we still letting him throw the ball 42 times in a game? 42 times in a game for a quarterback that has one of the highest, if not one or two, for interceptions this year. That don't make sense. What are we doing?
I mean, yeah.
He ran the ball 12 times. Listen. They're being what my shirt says is a villain. And they are some really terrible villains. Like Team Rocket, blast off worst villains. We know what the score will be every time it comes out. It's an L in that category for them.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I will have to say this. Cowgirls won. It is what it is. Yay. George Pickens, you did well for a team I still don't like you on. Hate this for you. Go to a team that I don't have beef with. You are too good. But shout out George Pickens, shout out CeeDee Lamb. They missed the first drive, but they was able to truly be the key cog in that offense. And that's what they expected to look like almost all season. One of them two snapping off or both snapping at the same. Like, that's what the Dallas Cowboys expected. They expected Javonte Williams to be able to run the ball efficiently or at least give them good production on the ground. That's what he's able to do. 93 yards on about, 22 carries? Yeah. So I like what I'm seeing, at least offensively from them. Defensively, I'm shouting you out, Avery. Overshown. I wasn't familiar with his game, not going to lie. So I took a little bit of time, watched a little bit of tape. Then I watched that game. Yeah, he can stay. That's a solid guy. But if he goes, come on over to Baltimore. We got a spot for you. You know what I mean? We need somebody in the middle with Roquan. I mean, because clearly we ain't got nobody right now. Teddy not bad, but showed over like he really him. But other than that, definitely a little more interested than I thought. Just Raiders, get it together. Cowgirls, keep moving.
Yeah, man, it was a very interesting game, and like I said, there's a couple more reasons more interesting than I thought it would be. I honestly thought it would be more of a blowout than what it was, specifically because of how bad the Raiders defense has been, how bad the Raiders team has been, but more importantly, with how good the Cowboys offense has been. Right, Dak, outside of their record, has been playing like an MVP, like he has MVP type numbers. So, absolutely thought it was going to be a little bit more of a bigger margin. And I was shocked to find out that, CD and George Pickens were essentially suspended for the first drive. I'm curious to see what took place. There's rumors that they had went out the night before. I mean, who knows? I don't know. But the point is, they came in and they showed up, man. George Pickens, I knew George Pickens was good. I didn't know he was this smooth. That dude was smooth on Monday night, man. His game, like I knew he was good. I knew he was one of the better trackers of the football in the NFL. Absolutely. I didn't know he was as physically imposing, if you will, as he was as well. Didn't shy away from contact. But main thing is I didn't know he was as smooth as he was, man. He looked like he was in complete control of his game, his body, his routes, everything. I was just like, yeah, that's a smooth wide receiver right there. And obviously CD going to be CD. CD is, one of the best receivers in the NFL for a reason. The dude is, he's extremely physically gifted. And then you had in Dak Prescott throwing the football and being able to, essentially run the ball pretty well with Williams in the backfield. But the biggest thing for me that was eye-opening was how badly coached this team is. And that's why I say this is interesting, because I'm like, I'm not used to that from a Pete Carroll team. Now, I'm not saying Pete Carroll's the greatest coach or anything like that, but his tenure in Seattle, at no point did we say it's because of Pete Carroll, right? We never were blaming Pete Carroll for it because he had his guys prepared, ready to play. He created a staff that was done well, all the different things. One could say that what Seattle has right now is a byproduct of what Pete Carroll built there, right? But to see where they are right now, they are so badly coached. The offensive line has no clue what to do. No clue what to do. I saw a film clip, a guy who was watching film, and he was breaking down. It was a toss play to the right that ended up being like a 2 or 3 yard loss. The right tackle has a three technique D lineman in front of him, shading toward his inside left shoulder.
So he's basically the
tackle. Okay, the right tackles, and
he got 4 eyes. And
he's supposed to reach block and seal the edge on this play, and his first step is with his left leg inside, allowing the 3 tech to get outside of him and stretch. I was like, how is that not like that's coaching? That is real. That's really bad. Whether it's the offensive line coach, the offensive coordinator, I don't know who, but I'm really shocked at how badly coached this team is, and it's kind of like it's thrown me for a loop, because I look at somebody like their former coach Antonio, and I'm like, people were killing Antonio and saying he was a horrible coach. You brought in Pete Carroll, and essentially nothing's changed. You got a top draft pick. You draft Ashton Jeanty. You bring in Geno Smith because maybe you thought it was the quarterback was the problem. Yeah, you lost Devontae Adams and you lost.
You got rid of Jacoby Myers.
You got rid of Jacoby Myers. But you got 2 of the best tight ends in the NFL, in my opinion, Michael Mayer and obviously in Brock Bowers. Michael Mayer was also a first-round pick. I think people need to not forget that. Like, he was a first-round pick as well. So it's like, I'm just shocked at how badly coached this team is right now. It's throwing me for a loop, because I'm questioning if, one, is it organizational, or is Pete Carroll over the hill? You know what I'm saying? He is the oldest coach in the NFL. It's a new NFL. Long gone are the days, essentially, where, not to say that it doesn't win, because it does still win, but long gone are the days where people want to see smash mouth, run the football, play hard-nosed defense. They want to see points. They want to see George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb go over 200 yards combined. They want to see Dak Prescott throw 4 touchdowns. They want to see that, and the Raiders, they're not giving that. So I don't know. It's just, like I said, it was very, very eye-opening to me, is all I'm saying.
So my thing is this: as much as he wants to play that, for a team that wants to play off of a good run game and a great defense, or at least a competent defense, you didn't address any of the trenches.
Well, they tried. They tried with Wilkins. I mean, with Wilkinson. We know what happened with that.
You know what? Put the face up. Put the face up. Go ahead, Clark. There you go. Like what? Did they really try? Like, come on now. Did they really actually?
Yeah, try? I mean, imagine Christian Wilkins with Max Crosby. I don't know.
So I see it like this. When I say they did not address that line in the trenches, yeah, defensive line you need to address, but you went and got Ashton Jeanty. You know you have Geno Smith. Yes, Geno Smith was a solid quarterback. But even in Seattle, I'm telling you, man, they had at least the inside solidified to help out. They needed help on those edges more so than anything else. Now, the inside is where the problem is more for Seattle, and the outside is solidified. But Geno is okay when he has time. They gave him no time. They're not running the ball in an efficient way. The run scheme is so basic. There's no type of diversity. You have weapons. You have two great tight ends. And you have a guy in Trey Tucker who, honestly, if he's going to be your number one, use him to be a number one. Get him the ball in multiple ways. He's fast enough to do it vertically, horizontally. Get him the ball. You're not doing that. So I don't want to see how he's trying to be a good coach or trying to play as himself because he's not even playing his normal plays. You can't. You can't do it the way you've been doing it. And your defense is atrocious. From the second level to the middle level to the D-line. Like, I can't. I can't, man. Yeah. So, the Raiders, just start over next week. It's okay. Love it, though.
Start over next week is crazy.
But I will say this. Start over next week. But, real rare. I can't believe I'm about to say this. This might be Dak Prescott's best season yet, and I'm honestly surprised it's going under the radar like it is. So
it's not going under the radar. I think it's the team is going under the radar. I think everybody's
because his team is so realistically bad. His season is being overshadowed. Let me make sure it's clear because
I would say it's being overshadowed by the record for sure. And again, I don't think people put enough value in two things. One, that Jerry Jones knew what he was talking about, not from the standpoint of trading away Michael Parsons. I still don't think they should have done that. But he was right when he said they can't stop the run. They added Kenny Clark and then Quinnen Williams. Oh, my God. That absolutely is going to help with stopping the run. He was absolutely right about that. We saw it on Monday night with again stopping Ashton Jeanty. Granted, it's not like he's been on a tear at all this year, but
like that line.
You know that they wanted to come in and run the football. And prior to Quinnen Williams being there, Dallas wasn't the best run stopping team. So, I mean, obviously adding the Quinnen Williams has helped in that regard, man. And in my opinion, like I said, I believe in James Houston. I'm a believer in that young. I think he can be a top tier pass rusher if he gets the right coaching and gets in the right system. Now you have two interior defensive linemen that command attention. I think James, and we saw him get sacks and put pressure on the quarterback in that team. Man, I'm just saying. Dallas could be.
Dallas, I still don't trust the coaching over there. Sorry. He's going to be a 8 to 9 sack guy right now. Sorry, he really is. But I can't put too much faith in that Dallas Cowgirls offense, defense, whatever. They do what they do best. Like they fold every time. I would say that.
Hey, B. I don't know if I agree with you, man. I don't know because Dallas, prior to Quinnen Williams, wasn't a great run stopping team, right? Like they got Kenny Clark.
No, they would have stopped it somewhat, but they wouldn't have.
Absolutely, but I don't know if it would have been as effective. Quinnen Williams we talking about.
He make a difference.
He might be top 5. Like I don't know if he might be top 5.
Top 5 D tackles?
Yeah. I mean,
we got these tackles. We got who? We got him. We got Lawrence. We got Matabike when healthy.
I'm gonna keep Matabike out right now because he's not healthy. So for me, you got what you got.
I'm just saying,
Dexter Lawrence.
Overall production wise, I'm gonna give it to those three right now.
Okay, I'm gonna leave him out though because he's hurt.
He's injured. Okay, I get that.
I'm gonna go Dexter Lawrence. I'm gonna go Leonard Williams.
I have Leonard like closer to 5.
I'm just saying, but I'm saying that he's up there, right?
Yes.
And then after that, outside of the injuries, like you said, Matabike and Justin Simmons, who technically, depending on who you ask, is considered an end. It's Quinnen Williams. I mean, I don't know if
are we going to forget about either one? We got to put one of them in there, at least for this year alone. One of them two Eagles D tackles got to go in there. I'm sorry.
Of course, I mean, again, right? You got Jalen Carter. We didn't even mention names like Braden Fisk, who's been playing out of his mind. We didn't mention Byron Murphy, who's having a phenomenal year since.
Wait. Byron Murphy. Oh, Byron Murphy. Okay.
I'm just saying, like but again, Quinnen Williams is right there. He's right up there with these guys. Like,
I feel like this. I think Quinnen Williams is the difference between at least 2 positive plays and at least 40 yards of rushing. And I'm sorry, it sounds overcompensating, but he's really just that good.
Okay.
Like,
I guess.
I'm going to put this out there. This is my last statement. Right now, Dak Prescott in 10 games, right? He has the second best QBR of his career. He has the third best quarterback rate of his career. Right now, he is number 2 in the league in passing touchdowns. He's tied for 64th for interceptions. And on top of that, he's on pace to at least go over 4,200 yards. Like, those numbers, that'll be his third, I believe, or 4th highest total in his career for yards. Like, listen,
I'll drop a hot take. If Dallas wins the division, which I don't think they will, but if they win the division, he wins MVP.
Yeah.
If they win the division,
because that's the only reason why they would be in that even.
100%. 100%. Obviously, the Eagles have built such a far lead; it's darn near impossible to take place. They do got to see each other still, but like I said, if they win the division, he wins MVP. I want to talk on this. It's not about stopping the run. They can't run nothing. The secondary is garbage. My issue with that though is everything starts with stopping the run. You stop the run, right? You plug up the run. What does that do? Now it's forcing you to pass, which allows your pass rushers to get home because now they can just pin their ears back and pass rush. What does that do for your secondary? It helps them. It helps them because they don't have to cover as long. So everything.
In theory, yes, but do we trust that? One, if they do stop the run, will they still get played in that play action and get hurt? Trying to fully commit to it. That's first off. Second off, do we honestly believe in that Dallas Cowboys secondary?
Here's my thing. Again, we're talking about the secondary, but I
believe can do something.
But that's my thing, though. You don't have to worry about play action when you got 2 interior D linemen. You can tell your linebackers, "Hey, bro, just run fits, bro." We don't have to do no special blitzes. We don't have to do nothing. Our D tackles are going to eat up the middle of the line. Y'all just fill the gaps. And what does that do for your pass? Now it's just like linebackers. They're much better getting in their depth in play action because they're not afraid of the run because they like. Even if you do run it that way, you're running into either Quinnen Williams or Kenny Clark. So you have to double team wherever you're going. I'm going to fill the gap. Like it makes it that much easier. And I say this because that's why you see guys teams like, for example, the Ravens with the Haloti Nadas and the Justin Nami Matabikes, right? Where it's just like, yo, I don't have to work. All I got to do is fill the gap. That's why Ray Lewis can go out and have 200 tackles in a season. Because all I got to do is fill the gap. Now, that's not to say that Ray Lewis wasn't great, but I'm just saying, like.
See, but this is what and I'm happy you brought that up. So I'm going to say it like this. I can't see Kenny Clark being the same right now as what you referred to. Because
I'm not. Again, absolutely
I'm
not.
gonna explain why I say that though. So hear me out.
Okay.
Well, we had the Haloti Nadas and we got the Matabiques now. Who did we have next to them? Because when we had Haloti Nada, we also had a guy named Michael Pierce.
Yeah.
And Brandon Williams.
Yeah.
Two of the biggest, strongest D tackles that were in the league and consistently were
technically they were
rush D tackles. I'm sorry, not rush D tackles, but run stopping D tackles.
But right they were ends. They were ends in another percent. Because you got to think. Remember, y'all run a base 3-4 defense, which means there's a nose tackle there. So even those tackles on the other side, they're athletic enough to be DNs in a 4-3 or pass rushing defensive tackles in a 4-3. They're just not.
Where was the specialty though? And again, if we talking
without question, but that's what I'm saying. You got Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams. Now you can't do either.
Doing that though.
You said what?
This year, based off of what I've seen, I don't believe in Kenny Clark the same way I did if this was last year.
You don't got to when Quinnen Williams is on the other side. Example, were the Eagles as good pass rushing and stopping the run when Jalen Carter was out the game? No. Does that mean Jordan Davis is trash? No, it just means the tandem is unstoppable. It means that when Jalen Carter's not in the game, now we can double team Jordan Davis all game, render him ineffective. When Quinnen Williams wasn't there, we could just When Quinnen Williams wasn't there, we could just double team Kenny Clark because we know they got him to stop the run. So we'll just double team him and run that way. Now, when we got Quinnen Williams, now you got to pick your poison. Now who you gonna double?
Oh, easy. I'm doubling Quinn, but I'm running to Kenny's side every time.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you now. Listen, he was brought in that Micah Parsons trade to be a run-stopping D tackle, not that pass rusher that's gonna get you 9-10 sacks. We're not worried about that. He need to be a run stopper.
You missing
you got
point,
Williams,
though.
but all this year, Kenny
name one D tackle in the NFL right now that doesn't have somebody next to him. Name one D tackle that's solo is stopping the run.
That's just by himself.
By himself.
I'll say right now, about 2 years ago, I'll say it. 2 years ago, I'll say it. Dexter Lawrence was about basically his own by himself. That's the only person I can think of. Other than that, I'll go back to the J.J. Watts and the Aaron Donalds. And I don't say that. But, again, Kenny Clark was made as a run stopper. You should have seen some type of decline, correct?
No.
Playing as a run stopper, you should see some type of impact. I couldn't.
How if all he's doing is getting doubled? How?
If he's getting doubled, then who is he supposed to be opening all these up for?
That's the point. It's not Kenny Clark. It was the others. So if I'm getting doubled, I'm expecting you to do your job.
Cool. So
you wasn't doing it.
Clark don't do nothing.
Watch this. They wasn't doing their job. So guess what the coaching staff realized? Hey, we can go get Quinnen Williams. Now what?
All right, cool. So I'm going to tell you right now, Kenny Clark is not going to have more than 5 tackles for loss in the next 7 games. He's not going to do that in these next 7 games.
Listen, I'm not saying he
will be the issue.
I'm not saying he will or won't. I will say he's going to impact the run game. We got some more comments in here though. Let's see. Brandon said it's not a great litmus test to see how effective the upgrade to the D line is. I mean, I guess, I guess.
Because you still got to cover at the end of the day.
Again, I'm not saying you don't have to cover. What I'm saying is stopping the run aids in being able to cover. You absolutely have to cover, but stopping the run aids in that. If you go to try to run the ball on 1st and 10, you get 1 yard. You go try to run the ball on 2nd and 9, you get 1 yard. It's 3rd and long. It's 3rd and 8 now. and the defense is able to pin their ears back. Because are you going to run the ball if you just ran it twice and only got a yard? No, you're probably the probability says you're going to pass it. I can now send in my pass rush unit. They're going to pin their ears back. And if the offensive line ain't prepared for that, ain't good enough to handle that, that helps my defensive backs cover because they don't have to cover as long. It starts with stopping the run. Everything starts in the trenches. That's football. No, they weren't. They were giving up rushing touchdowns every game. I think if Vegas gets their O-line together, the future is bright for Gentry. 100%.
The Raiders suck. We already knew.
100%.
The Dallas defense sucks just as bad.
100%. Listen, I'm not. Listen,
I can't do this no more. We gotta stop talking about the Cowgirls. We can't keep defending these men. Like we gotta stop this. I can't do the Cowgirls no more.
I'm just saying. Jordan Davis is trying to get a bag in the offseason. Yeah. He deserves a bag. He deserves a bag. He's your new found Fletcher Cox. He's not obviously on Fletcher Cox's level, so please don't misread what I'm saying. Please don't misread what I'm saying. He's not on the level of Fletcher Cox. What I'm saying is Fletcher Cox was that big body, that run stopper that could also generate some pass rush. He's not as productive as Fletcher Cox. I'm not even saying that. Not right. Jordan Davis is not Fletcher Cox. He's more of a pass rusher.
Can we? If you're gonna make that comparison, you gotta give Jalen Carter to Fletcher Cox. I'm sorry.
No, not at all. Not even close. Not even close.
I need to see a little more pass rush than just this year from Jordan Davis before I say that. But I get what you're saying, though.
My thing is this: what are we primary knowing Fletcher for?
Solid run, but
stopping the run.
Later years, sorry. I'm
stopping the run. 300. Absolutely. Again. But why were they up?
Yeah, the numbers was up.
But why were they up?
But Davis can do it. He got the people around him.
That's what I'm saying. Again, I'm not saying he was on the same level. I'm just saying he reminds me of Fletcher in the sense of we want you to stop the run, and he does a phenomenal job at it.
Man,
does a phenomenal.
There's too much NFC East talk right here. Neither one of us is.
The Birds would have to have a meltdown in order for the Cowboys to win the division. And the way the locker room is right now, they could melt down. Ooh, hold on. Ooh. Hey, he might be on to something here. I'm gonna leave it at that. Jerome says, but the offense can put up points, so the defense has to stop the pass too because they're losing points as high as without question. Again, I'm not saying that they don't have to stop the pass. What I'm saying is stopping the run helps that. Stopping the run leads to all the things I already said. He said, together the monsters. Now we have Philly as their bad hombres. Yeah, without question.
Out to the NFC East, man. It's too many.
This right here.
Out, man.
This right here is such an underrated signing. This Jalen Phillips signing, absolutely out of this world. And
there's nothing underrated about this signing.
It is.
There's nothing underrated about this.
It is. People were not talking.
This little bull crap magic again.
People were not talking about. But that's what I'm
do this.
People were not talking about this trade. People were not talking about him. People were saying he was coming off the injury and he wasn't going to be as good. All the things.
This was a con put out by the Eagles themselves saying, oh, yeah, it's not that great that we got him. It's not that good. Because Howie and them knew what they was getting. Real NFL fans.
Absolutely. I'm just saying there wasn't enough talk. And that's my point.
Listen, going here and finessing the league like this.
Definitely cooking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talk about Chase, the real fire flame spitter. Wow. You know what? That's a great segue into our next topic. Spits and suspensions, ladies and gentlemen. Spits and suspensions. If you don't know what we're talking about or what Brandon in the comments is referring to, Jalen Ramsey from the Pittsburgh Steelers was suspended for one game for throwing a punch at Jamar Chase during their division game this weekend. When asked after the game what took place, Jalen said, he spit on me. To which Ja'Marr Chase responded and said, I didn't open my mouth to that guy. However, further video review confirms over and over, and even in slow motion in 4K, that Ja'Marr Chase did in fact hawk a loogie and spit at, on, and towards Jalen Ramsey, to which, as I aforementioned, Jalen Ramsey responded in kind with a punch. I want to add to that by saying Ja'Marr Chase subsequently appealed said suspension, and it was obviously denied. I'm going to start on this one.
Go right ahead, cause but I'm gonna let you go ahead.
I got thoughts.
Oh.
I'm gonna start with, I love Mike Tomlin's press conference when he was asked about the situation, and his response was essentially, you do what feels necessary if somebody spit on you. Like, what do you want me to say to that? What do you want me to say? We grown men. We're grown men. You spitting on me? Like,
talk to him.
Not just we grown men. I play defense. My job is to literally hit people, to knock some sense in them. You spat at somebody whose job is to physically impose their will on somebody else. Not catch the ball, break a tackle, get open, score a touchdown, not run the ball, try to avoid and evade defenders, maybe lower your shoulder once again, but your ultimate goal is to... My job is to stop your momentum. Is to literally physically impose and you spit on. I'm sorry, I gotta agree with Tomlin. Like, there's nothing to say. You respond how you feel fit. What? I'm surprised Jalen didn't do. If somebody spat on me, the suspension's at least 5 games for what I'm doing after that. It's at least 5 games. I'm grabbing your face mask, the helmet's coming off, or at least up. You're getting uppercut right into that chin. You're getting the elbow to the throat. What are you talking about right now? It's on and popping. It's on and popping right now. Jalen held so much restraint. There's no way, bro. And it's division game. I see you twice a year. I don't like you. This got some playoff ramifications. It's up. No, we rumbling. We rumbling. Professionalism. Jalen Ramsey said, I ain't a football player no more. He said, it's not football no more. I'm a man. Like, as soon as you spit on, football's out of the window, bro. What are we talking about? That is disrespect. The ultimate sign of disrespect. You're not going to do that. You can't. And then I'm looking at Ja'Marr Chase. You appealed the suspension? For what? You wasted everybody's time. We saw it. Did you take a hit to the head, bro? Are you concussed?
You know, he's a couple of them, throughout his career, so this might just be...
You know what I'm saying? Are you concussed at this very moment? You appealed the suspension. We saw you in 4K. We saw it. What are you what's happening? Yo, that would have made me even more mad if I was Jalen. I'd have been like, you know what? I'm going to his crib. Me and him got to have a conversation. I'm be like Melo with KG. I just wanted to have a conversation.
Yeah,
conversation. I just want to have a conversation.
You feel me?
And Ja'Marr, I know Ja'Marr. Ja'Marr, like, over a football game. Yes, you spit like, yo. It's up and it's stuck. There's no way. I can't. How does Ja'Marr honestly come back from this? Lying in 4K is wild in the pill. Literally bugging. Wifey gets it. What are we talking about? Why is it?
That's why that's my baby right there. Because that was exactly my claim. I was going to, you know what, Avery, let me take it from here because my wife just gave the perfect transition because the fact that this is now not the first time, but this is the second time in one season that's not even over that we have had an issue with someone spitting on someone else. And not only this, but realistically, we had 3 instances. We had 3. Because everyone keeps saying, oh, no. Dak spit first. Dak spit first. Jalen spit second. And now we got Tamar doing it. This is supposed to be a game played amongst men and played not for boys. The people that I know to spit on another player is dirty, cheap shot college players, dirty, cheap shot high school players, pee-wee ball, 7-on-7 league. This is the pros. This is the National Football League. But y'all thought it was smart to spit on another man. I'm sorry, but my spirit will be bringing me back to Andre Johnson. My spirit will be bringing me back to when Myles Garrett took that helmet off. My spirit will feel like Aaron Donald going in to win that Super Bowl, and nothing is stopping me from getting to you. Again, he said it best. We're no longer football players. We are men, and you're not going to disrespect me like that. I don't care who you are. I don't care what it is. And realistically, I'm going to be honest. I'm petty. I'm real petty. I would have waited until the very next play. No. Move. Let him get this slant. Let him get this slant. No, corner. Let him get this slant. Line him up for me. You never playing this game again. Line him up for me. He's never playing this game again. I'm sorry. I'm petty as heck. I couldn't. I couldn't do it.
Listen.
Couldn't do it.
I
had to hit Jordan the Stallion through the glasses. Just pissed.
I feel you 110%, bro. Like, if I didn't throw a punch, I 100% the very next play. Like the very next play. And the whistle gonna blow. Like, I want you to know that I'm doing it on purpose. I'm gonna hit you after the whistle. Like, it's not gonna happen during the play. It ain't let him run the slant.
Oh no.
It's let the play end and understand I'm coming for his head after the whistle. Like,
I'm not to let him play all that. And no. I like my money, but I'm also petty. So you think you're going to disrespect me? Cool.
Matter of fact,
you're never playing this game again.
Matter of fact, I'm
gonna grab
him. I'm gonna hold him up, and then I'm gonna bring him to Cam Hayward, and we're gonna DDT him.
Listen. Again. You go ahead and do whatever, Abe. I'm lining him up, and that knee, that elbow.
No, see, but that's
arm.
the thing. That's the thing.
I'm lining you up at that point. I'm sorry.
That's legal. I want you to know. I want you to know. I'm not supposed to do this, and I'm doing it anyway.
You disrespect me, cool.
Is that
We're gonna take this straight to the streets. And see, I'm from the way where, we might do crazy things, but we also smart about it.
Yeah. And my thing is like,
how can I hurt you the most? How can I disrespect you in the most possible way and get away with it?
Yeah.
I'm cooking you.
Yeah, and I'm a malicious dude. I'm, like I said, I'm grabbing your hum. I'm a uppercut. I'm gonna kick you in your privates. Because jokers don't work.
I'm belly flopping on him when I.
You know what I'm saying?
You thought it was over at that point?
Listen, I'm punching you all. I'm taking my elbow.
Getting slammed like
this elbow going right in the back of your hamstring.
I didn't see him go down that first time I threw him down. I gotta make sure he's down on the ground.
Right into your hamstring. Now go run your routes.
I'm not even gonna lie. DeMar should have got suspended for at least
No. You spit? No.
Games. He should have got suspended for at least 3 games or at least 2 games because one, this has already been shown this season.
If I'm
Jalen, continue to let this happen, it's going to become a trend in the NFL. And
if I'm Jalen Ramsey,
it's going to be down.
If I'm Jalen Ramsey, I'm appealing my suspension. Because as a man, no. I'm taking my cleats and I'm stepping on your sensitives. Like, no. Absolutely not. My girls agree with me. No, it's not happening. You just, no. Yes.
I ain't gonna lie, Avery. If I seen someone ever do Ndamukong Suh, and not like a accidental, I'm talking like a heel to
wow.
Get a little twist like you Bruce Lee. Yeah. I might have to stop watching football for a while today.
I'm be like, at least you got paid this offseason, though, didn't you?
No.
You got your money though, fully guaranteed. There you go.
Yeah, fully guaranteed because you ain't playing.
And Jalen Ramsey's going to tell end of his career. I'd have like, whatever, suspend me. I'm retiring soon anyway. I'd have made my bread. I got mine. You remember the Brinks truck? What we talking about? I'm good. I'm stamped. I'm certified. Super Bowl champ. You ain't got that. Got my bread. What we talking about? Hall of Famer. Like, yeah, no. But your career about to be a little bit shorter, my boy. No, sorry. Okay, we're gonna move on because
we a little too heated right now, and
man, I'm trying because as a man, I think every man.
Wish bad things on a guy that honestly I hate the team he played for, but
I'm not wishing bad on Ja'Marr Chase at all. I lost a ton of respect for him for spitting on somebody, but I don't wish bad on him.
Because
I'm just talking about
like that right there, the loss of respect.
I'm just talking about what I would
respect another man.
Yeah, I'm just talking about what I would have done. I don't wish no bad on him. I hope he has a 2,000-yard season. I hope he has a very long career. All those different things. But as a man, I've lost a ton of respect for him.
I can't wish great things for a person that has no respect for the game. And you spitting on another player, you showing no respect for the game itself. That game is played in between the lines, and you went over that line.
So let me ask you guys this. I believe that Jalen's the real deal, but I think AJ is making more of amount of a molehill, more or less wanting personal stats versus winning. All that kid does is win. Jalen might pay as the real deal. I mean, he's saying that because Chase on his face. I'm going to say this to comment, Brother David. I think it's twofold. I'm going to start with the latter end of your comment. Jalen Hurts is the real deal. Okay? Miss me with the narrative of whether or not he's a good quarterback. A good quarterback is supposed to be a point guard.
He wins the football game.
Control the game. Don't lose the game. That's what a point guard is asked to do in basketball, a traditional point guard. I'm not talking about these new age scoring guards like the Trae Youngs, the Steph Currys, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the traditional point guard position, the Magic Johnsons, the Rajon Rondos, the Jason Kidds. Control the game. Don't lose the game. Every now and again, yeah, maybe hit a clutch shot every now and again. But control the game. Get the ball to your playmakers. Win the football. Don't lose the game. That's what Jalen Hurts does. He's a winner. I don't care what you say. Won games at Alabama. Won games at Oklahoma. Won games in the NFL. And now I don't care what you say about Jalen Hurts. One thing you're going to say is NFL champion. So I don't, like, for me, y'all got, like, miss me with the narrative of anything else. I don't care. He's a phenomenal quarterback from the standpoint of he wins football games. Is he the best passer of the football? No. But that's a different conversation of, is he a good quarterback? They're two different. There's two different conversations. Is he the best passer of football? No. That one probably belongs to either Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, or Patrick Mahomes. But is he one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL? It's not even a question. Absolutely. Now to AJ Brown, extremely talented wide receiver. I've said this before and I say it again. I don't think he's the best receiver on his team. I think that belongs to DeVonta Smith. And when I mean holistically. I think AJ's more talented than DeVonta Smith, but I think holistically as what I want from my receiver, route running, hands, contested catches, blocking, great attitude, great teammate, all the things, DeVonta Smith. Talent, AJ Brown is ridiculously talented. I don't think I think we're blowing it up because we see him not getting the ball and we hear the comments, but I don't think it really bothers them in the locker room because they're winning football games and it's not being a detriment. And he's not necessarily being a detriment to the team in the sense of he's blowing up on the sideline. He's calling people. He's not doing those different things. He's just unhappy with his production because he don't feel like the offense is doing enough. That's understandable. And I'm honestly okay with him voicing those things. It would be one thing if he was throwing tantrums on the sideline, if he was throwing his helmet, if he was calling out Jalen Hurts and his coaching staff or his teammates, if he was saying, y'all need to get me the ball because if he was doing stuff like that, I'd have a problem with it. He's literally just saying like, yeah, man, I feel like we just not. Here's what I realized about A.J. Brown that I don't think enough people understand about A.J. Brown. He's low-key a perfectionist. Like, he understands they're winning, but he realizes we could be slaughtering and dominating people, not just winning football games. We could absolutely be destroying people, not just leaning on our defense. We could literally be taking this thing to the next level and being legendary. That's what his concern. That's what his frustration is. It's like, yo, we not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so that for me, that's what I feel about it. What about you, Coach?
So I'm gonna put it like this. First off, Philly, y'all got it. Cool. So I'll put it like this, and I'll make it real simple for you. Jalen Hurts is the real deal. I said it coming out. I said he realistically, and I said it on the show. He should have been a first-round pick. I said it when he was coming out. He should have been a first-round pick. A lot of people kept saying, no. This is a forced narrative. My baby said it best. Forcing it. No, we don't need. Y'all don't need to. They don't. Because realistically, they're still winning games. And on top of all of that, A.J. Brown is a consummate professional because what realistically is going on, and I can agree with you on this, Avery, they should be blowing teams out. It's not many teams they should have not been blowing out. One, if A.J. Brown is able to get active, that means that you have to have how many safeties back, Avery?
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah.
And if you got two safeties back,
Saquon.
Who's stopping Saquon?
Now I do want to touch on something that Brother Davis said as far as AJ not running his route. I agree with that 100%. I'll also say this though, to that. AJ's never been a great separator. That doesn't mean he's not a great route runner, because a lot of people hear that and be like, oh, he don't run great routes. No, there's a difference between being a great route runner and a great separator. I know somebody like Calvin Ridley, who's a phenomenal route runner, horrible separator. He doesn't create separation, right? Then I know somebody who's he's not that good of a route runner, but he creates separation. His name is Drake London.
AJ Brown he's not the guy to get separation because he has the strength.
Exactly. It's the athletic ability.
His body as that rebound.
Exactly.
And that's what gives him that edge almost every time. But my thing is this again. This is a dumb narrative. Their team is winning. You need something to talk about for the Eagles. Because right now, other than this narrative, what is there to say about it?
What is there to say about it?
Well, okay, they're winning. The defense is playing good, but they could do better. Okay, they're winning. I'm gonna make this very, very clear. Right now, looking at NFL playoff picture, who's leading, who's what. I'm gonna tell you this now. There is not one other team here, not in the AFC. The AFC's highest, making the playoffs. Denver Broncos at 97%. Winning their division, 77%. Right? Every other team, 97, 72, 93, 77. This is all AFC. We go to the NFC side. There is only one team in the entire NFL that has a 99% chance of not only getting to the playoffs, but winning their division. And they have a 46% chance of getting a bye and a quarter of a chance to actually make the Super Bowl. No other team has those high stats. I'm sorry. And this is on ESPN. Look it up.
Again, here's the thing that
dumb.
Here's what happens. And this is why it's frustrating for other fan bases to deal with the Philadelphia fan base. The Philadelphia fan base and media in particular, they're the most passionate on planet Earth. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a Falcons fan. I let it be known. I love my Falcons. We're not as passionate as Philly. I don't care there's no fan base and media team that's more passionate. Again, I won't say somebody's not
fan base and media team. I'll give you. There might be one team base that might be as passionate.
That's what I said. Maybe equal to, but not more. That's my saying.
No, I'm not gonna say more.
With that being said, though, because of that, there's this weird level of expectation and perfectionism that comes with this fan base that be like, do y'all think y'all the Steelers? Do y'all think y'all the Patriots? Like, and not to say that the Eagles aren't good. I'm saying, but outside of the last 3 to 4 years, y'all wasn't like that. So now y'all won one, and it's like now we can't take y'all because now it's like y'all expect to win every game. Y'all expect to be the best. Y'all expect to have and expect this perfection. And it's like, yo, like y'all good. Y'all are really good. Y'all are probably the best team in the NFL, but y'all can still be beat because it's still football, number one. And number two, we don't have to talk about. There's nothing to talk about, yo. There's nothing. There's nothing to talk. Y'all are manufacturing things to talk about and talking about potentially firing coaches and AJ Brown being traded. What are y'all talking about right now, man?
I'm explaining it to you, Avery. I'm gonna explain it to you, and I'm gonna explain it to you and everyone else the best possible way I can. Avery, where you from?
Jersey.
Cool. You know where I'm from, right? West Philadelphia, born and raised, right? I am a fan of the 76ers. I'm a fan of the Flyers. I'm a fan of the Phillies. I don't care they lose. But my issue is that they lost because they should not lose. I don't care what the reason is. I don't care. Y'all win. We from Philly. We here to win. If we not winning, it's a problem. Period. Don't matter the sport. It just so happens realistically, that the Eagles is the most popular fan sport in the Philadelphia region area, and honestly, for let's call it what it is, the state.
Real quick to this comment. This is what I'm talking about. Now, Jerome might be one of the most objective Philly fans that I know. Okay, so let me preface what I'm about to say with that. He's one of the most objective Philly fans I know. He's not one of those.
He said 2 or 3 things. That's correct.
Yeah, I'm saying. But this right here is a comment of a Philly fan because he still got some Philly fan in him. First, we won 2. What are we talking about? You got 2. I just compared you to the Patriots who got 7 and the Steelers who got 6. And you talking about your 2. Second, we've been good since Donovan. I didn't say you wasn't good. I said y'all just started winning. And I said
y'all good since Donovan.
I said y'all just started winning, meaning Super Bowls. And what did y'all win with Donovan? Y'all got to the Super Bowl and he threw up.
Y'all thought y'all was about to win.
But then But then he ends with he agrees
I
that
thought y'all about to win with who was it? Nick Foles when he first came out, or who was it? Who else was it that had all these good games for them? Because realistically, y'all weren't like solidified good until that 17 season when y'all finally broke
objective. This is objective
because that was the first time y'all played as the overall team, and not one time did you believe that they were going to lose.
I'm going to say this.
I didn't think they was losing that Super Bowl.
I'm gonna say this. This is probably the best way it's phrased. We're all about results. I love that.
You either win or you don't, and everything.
And I understand it and I respect it. One thing I will say about Eagles fan and Eagles media, I respect their desire for excellence. I can't like they like, listen, we're not about to sit here and act like we cool.
That's just a Philly thing. That I gotta give it. It's a Philly thing.
They like we not cool with second place. No, only said 2 because they said 1-1 like recently, man. Come on, man.
Wait, Avery, because he's next going to comment. No, we won 2 in the last like 7 or 8 years, bro. It took
right. But that's what I'm.
So again, let's be real now.
That's the point I'm making. This is recent success. That's what I'm saying. It's recent success. Like that's what I'm talking about. But prior to that, it's like the Eagles. It's like, all right, yo, like
y'all were realistically looked at a team that could have been snake bitten because y'all couldn't get over the hump.
So, literally
for years.
And y'all shipped Andy out, and look what anyway. We're gonna move.
Props though now. They went in, they good. Just y'all ain't got to win every game.
Yeah, listen,
good
Eagles,
still,
again,
game,
I said this.
Still good.
I think I said this last week or the week before. The Eagles are not the scariest team in the NFL, but they are the best. The scariest team in the NFL is the Rams. I said it before because of what they can do on offense. That threat on offense is terrifying. Kyron Williams, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, and Matthew Stafford throwing that's terrifying. But the best team in the NFL right now is the Eagles. It's not even close. Eagles fans are too much, but I love the passion because in Atlanta now where y'all don't claim that. Exactly. It's not even close. It's night and day. It's night and day, bro. I'm a Falcons fan, and I ain't gonna hold you. I have a Falcons jacket from somebody who gave it to me because this was like 4 years ago. He's like, I'm done with the Falcons fan. I'm done. He was like, they've broken my heart too much. I said, you're not a real fan. You never were. Give me that jacket. Anyway.
Sir, Packers. That's the only team that I see that's like same level.
Nah.
A little more polite.
Nope.
But Packers.
Not even. Nope.
Overall, I would say Packers. Only other team maybe right now.
The Packers aren't as passionate as Philly. The Packers are more invested. They're more as invested as Philly, but they're not more passionate than Philly. And they're not even on the same.
I can think of when if you're just talking.
If we're talking passion, if we're talking passion, we're only talking two other teams.
They're just a bit crazy. They a little just throw.
It's only 2 other teams, and we're talking passion: the Bills, the Raiders. Those are the only 2 other teams.
You know what? The Raiders gotta be number 1 because you can't watch a team be that trash for that many years and still be like, "Go Raiders!"
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you,
you can't be that trash and still be talking "Go Raiders."
The Raiders are passionate about it.
Yeah,
we look at it as a product. We're paying to see we won it for our hard earned money. I stopped watching basketball because the Sixers have been stealing money from us a long time. I'm hoping they're turning the corner, but I'm a Bulls fan by heart, but MJ fan. Move on to CG. I feel you, brother. I feel you.
BJ, man, he gonna do wonders for the city.
I can dig it. No, hey, he nice. Let's call it what it is. He cool. But this ain't the Inside the Hardwood. This is the Aired Out podcast. So we gonna move on real quick, and we probably gonna wrap this up with this. All right. Who's your defensive player of the year right now? If the season wrapped up, I think we're probably gonna agree. I'm not 100% sure if we're gonna agree, but I'm 99% sure we're gonna agree. If you could choose right now to give an award for the Defensive Player of the Year, who would it be and why?
I'm going to tell you who I know would get it if that year ended right now. But now I'm going to tell you who I think should get it because of everything that he can do. Myles Garrett is the defensive player of the year, period. I'm sorry. That man has 4 sacks in 2 different games this year. I don't care what offensive line he played against. You get 8 sacks in 2 games. And realistically, everyone knows you're coming. You're getting
Jerome, don't you mean
every single game, period.
Don't you mean Jerome Jones? What's happening here? His twin.
So yeah, Myles Garrett gotta be it, man. Gotta be it.
We appreciate you.
As much as Myles Garrett is it, I'm gonna say another name, and you can say it's biased, but I'm a fan of football, and I'm a fan of the impact of what defensive player of the year means to a team. I gotta go with Kyle Hamilton on this. I don't care if you say I'm a homer. I really don't. I'm cool with that. But you can't tell me right now another player in this league that has the same impact at all 3 levels that Kyle Hamilton has.
I had to do it. I'm sorry, Jerome.
Like, yeah, so I'm put like this. The first 6 weeks when we played, Kyle Hamilton played primarily as free safety, strong safety, a little bit corner, right?
Okay.
Productive, but still not in his right mode. Since we got Alohi Gilman, since we had our solid 3 safety tandem, and he's moved down more so to corner nickel, this man has played nickel. He has played middle linebacker, will linebacker, strong safety, free safety, a little bit of outside corner. He's even played at edge and D tackle. Has caused 2 forced fumbles, has at least 2 to 3 sacks in that time frame, and has been a monster stopping the run and covering in coverage. Since he's been able to play his natural move around position, we haven't let up more than 17 points in the game. Like that, he is the reason that defense is having some type of impact now and not getting scored 30, 40, almost 5 points on every game. That is what I mean by a defensive player of the year candidate. That type of impact. Myles Garrett, yeah, he got to get it. The number says that the impact's there, but you go a little bit deeper into them numbers, you're going to see a lot of people like Kyle Hamilton, but not as positionally flexible and dominant at every place that he lines up like him. Also, can I shout out Nick Bonito? Because he's too good. I'm sorry. Way too good. And you know what? I'm not mad at that. I'm not even mad at Quinyon. I'm not mad at the Quinyon one. I'm really not. I'm not mad at it.
The irony of these comments coming back to back is hilarious to me.
That's because there's too many Eagles fans here, man. Listen.
Oh, I love it.
But Quinyon, I give it to him. You can throw.
No, I agree with Wifey. I'm sorry. I agree with Wifey. Saying Kyle Hamilton is equivalent to saying Quinyon. Quinyon, cool. He's great. He's phenomenal.
But let's be real though. He's not. He's locking down the number 1 guy. Cool.
But DPOY
in that same way.
Come on, sorry. The brother got hands, feet for hands. Let's just start there. Okay, he's locked down though. I can't take that away. But he like no. All right. So for me, I want to give an honorable mention first. Okay, actually 2 honorable mentions. Honorable mention number 1, Aiden Hutchinson.
Yep.
Aiden Hutchinson absolutely changes the Lions defense. The dude.
No, that's comeback player of the year right there.
Like the dude is just
Christian.
The dude is an absolute beast. 7.5 sacks right now. On pace.
Right there.
Yeah, on pace for double-digit sacks, of course. The dude is just an absolute beast. Changes that Lions defense, and the things that he does on defense. The little plays, the plays that don't get caught, that they're not flashy. The chase downs, the run downs, the motor, the effort. We saw that play against unfortunately the Ravens with the Derrick Henry, the punch out, all the different things, including the sacks and the pass rush. I got to give some love to my man Aiden Hutchinson. Go Big Blue, Michigan alum. And then you got My second, Derwin James. That brother changes the Chargers defense, man. And they play him like you just talked about Kyle Hamilton. They play Derwin everywhere. Derwin got 5 sacks. Derwin got a pick. Derwin got he got, I think, like 5 or 6 pass deflections. He's got, I think, like 60 tackles on the season. The dude is an absolute Swiss Army knife. And they, like you said, they play him at linebacker. They play him at rover. They play him at safety, strong and free. He's lined up at corner. The dude is just, he's a beast, man. So I got to give some love to Derwin James. But obviously the answer is Myles Garrett, right? He's the most talented defensive player I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I think he's the most talented defensive player, like physically gifted defensive player I've ever seen in my life. You're talking about somebody who can dunk windmills and tomahawks with 2 hands and all those different things, but also can bench a ton of weight. He's got strength like Reggie White and bend like Von Miller, like, and he's 280 pounds. Like, the dude is an absolute freak of nature. But if it's not Myles Garrett, I gotta give some love to none other than who I said absolutely was going to change the trajectory of that defense, absolutely has changed the trajectory of that defense, and most importantly, changed the trajectory of that defensive line. And his name is Brian Burns. Brian Burns is going on an absolute tear this year. He's got, let's just read it off. He's got, I believe, 13 sacks. That's 2 behind Myles Garrett. Okay? 13 sacks. 52 total tackles. Okay? 17, count them, 17 tackles for loss. That means he's getting in the run too, people. He's got 7 passes deflected and 2 forced fumbles. Brian Burns needs to get some love. He's absolutely changing that Giants defense. And in my opinion, the trajectory of that franchise, because when you can play solid defense, when you can do all those things and get pass rush, I mean, it changes everything, man. So for me, I gotta give some love to Brian Burns. That's just me.
So, only reason why I'm a little issue on the Brian Burns one, and you can say this is nitpicky, but he had the amazing amount of help.
Right. He got support. He got a supporting cast without question.
He got Kayvon Thibodeau. He got Dexter Lawrence. He got Abdul Carter, who honestly is producing pretty well for a rookie. Yeah. He got players around him to help.
The only reason, and that's why I say he deserves love. I still give it to Myles.
Yeah, he got.
The only reason I say this is because there are metrics and stats that he's producing that, to me, it's like that's not just supporting cast. Example, the 7 pass deflections. That has nothing to do with your supporting cast. That's you.
Yeah.
Like, you are getting your hand up. You are batting those passes down. You are doing those things, right? The 17 tackles for loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that for me is just like, I'm like, wait a second, brother. Like, that deserves some. Guess how many pass deflections Myles Garrett has? None.
So he's getting them sacks.
He's getting the sacks. But that's the thing. 7 pass deflections with only 2 less sacks and 1 more forced fumble than Myles Garrett.
But he ain't, again, and the reason is Myles got to do, he's doing all of that with double every time.
Without question. Like I said, that's what I said. That's why, and that's why.
Like one man.
Without question.
Still got to.
And that's why it's got to go to Myles. It's not even close, but I just do believe that Brian.
Real fast before we go and get that out of here, I'm gonna read something to you, right? And tell you now. Prefaces. 2 players. Tell me which one is which. Total tackles, 65 tackles, 1.5 sacks on the season, 1 interception, 4 defensive pass deflections, and 6 stuff in the runs, STFs, right? But other player, 59 tackles, 1 sack, 2 forced fumbles, 6 pass defenses, 5 STFs. Which player is Derwin and which player is Kyle?
Player 2 is Derwin James. The first one's Kyle.
Incorrect. Switch that bad boy up. And mind you, Derwin has played 11 games this season. Kyle's only played 9. These are some of the most dominant, versatile safeties we are seeing, and I just had to shout it out because this is crazy. Player A or player B, either one, you getting a good player. Either way. So I don't know. I would love to see a safety go this year and get DPOY, but we know it's going to Miles. This is unfortunate, but give him the rock.
It's not unfortunate. He's
not, but just give it to him. Like
Myles Garrett, in my opinion, Myles Garrett should have at least 3 already.
No.
I'm sorry. He should at least have 3. There are a couple
have 3, but he was still in the era when Aaron Donald was still in the league. So what are we talking about?
But no. I'm not talking about with the Aaron Donald era because it's Aaron Donald. I'm talking about some of the ones that TJ Watt got. No offense to TJ, but like you said,
the one when he led the league in sacks.
Again, but my issue has been your issue.
Only got 1.
No, he got 2, I believe. Yeah, I think he got 2. My issue with that is your issue with Brian Burns. My issue with Brian Burns, the supporting cast. You know what I'm saying? Like you've had Cam Hayward and
your entire career.
Yeah, and then what's Herbig and
Highsmith.
Huh?
Highsmith.
And there was another Bud Dupree who had a phenomenal season. Like
Bud Dupree was a throwback right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
the Titans now, the Falcons.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but my point is like, it's like I'm just like, wait a second, Miles is dolo. I think his best supporting player was Jadeveon Clowney.
No.
Zadarius Smith.
Yeah.
I don't give it to Zadarius Smith only because he wasn't producing that much because he was old.
Clowney gave him 7 sacks?
Yeah, Clowney like he's young and he was at, I'm not okay. I'll put him on the same level, but that's not. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's not a Cam Hayward. You know what I'm saying? Like for me,
listen, Highsmith was better than both of them when he played. So
that's just me. I think Miles should have at least 3 right now, but it is what it is. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna wrap it up here for the Aired Out podcast. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for jumping in the chat. Everybody who did jump into the chat, we do appreciate that. As a matter of fact, since we're talking about the chat, do me a favor. Go ahead and scan that QR code right there down in that corner. Again, it's going to take you exactly where you need to be. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notifications. When you turn on the notifications, you'll get notified when we go live. That way you can get your comments put in the chat, just like you saw here this evening. For Coach Braxton, I'm Avery Collins. This is the Aired Out podcast. Inside the Hash. What happened?
Whoa.
What happened?
So before we get started with this, right? Can we just talk about how if Kyle Hamilton and Derwin James wasn't back there, quarterbacks wouldn't actually have to pat the ball as much because they're stopping everything.
You're right. If they didn't pat the ball, they wouldn't have to do that. They wouldn't have to do that. But hold on.
You're not getting me no more.
Hold on. No, I wasn't even going to do that. I actually was just going to end it because there's not enough people on here. So like I said, for Coach, I'm Avery. It's the Aired Out podcast brought to you by Inside the Hash. But Shedeur Sanders, if he stops patting the football, and if he calls Matt Ryan to make the goal, then he's probably going to keep the starting spot. And he'll probably end up the starting spot on the Browns for the rest of his career if he stops patting the football. But he just got to call Matt Ryan in order to do so. If he does that, I promise you he's going to be in good shape moving forward.